Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And going deep for Hill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Murray. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He was looking for Gronk that time. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
On second down, this is Edmonds. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Ray Guy now on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. From the 30 on second down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they've picked things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, here's Jackson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Don't be scared of it. 52's the line.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Edmonds. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again, they run with Edmonds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Edmonds. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They run on first down with Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing now is Murray.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 180. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
Now Newton on first down. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this route.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrell Owens, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Ravens nothing.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Past the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. Given 42 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Powering his way forward. And he's out right at the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Running right, here's Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
58, come on. 8.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We can't get stopped.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jackson throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Crunch.
Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Watch twist.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Cowboys! Julio Jones. 39 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready? 59. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's get it. Step 180. No game on this defense. No game.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando on this first half of action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aqib Talib, the corner, with a sack.
Gun.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Forbath for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch twist.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Set. Like 80. 43's the mic. Let's go. Gun. What is it?
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Complete to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jackson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
What is it? 80? Check, 59. Let him know. 8. What is it?
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cut. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They fake the give. Newton out to his left. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike to 59. Here we go, here we go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Mike 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, it's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
35-yard line.
Buddy up. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Newton's going to throw it. This complete to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Ready? 8, read. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Bo. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Back to throw, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox light. Check 15. Hey, 2. 58, come on. 5.
2nd and 9 now. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Go, go. Check 43.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, Zadarius Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 or. Check. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Green with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Jackson to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joe.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run the counter. It's Jackson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run it with Jackson.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That's a touchdown right there.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Stepping up, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Mahomes. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Ross on the return. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the draw, this is Sims. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Fighting down past the 45. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
They'll run here with Sims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Good luck blocking John Randall, by the way. He lives in the backfield.
Yeah, he certainly did. Remember back when he played on that really hard artificial turf, which helped his get off. Such sure footing. He was so quick out of the blocks, got past the offensive line before they knew what was going on. And don't forget as well, that guy chattered on the football field. Talked his way into guys' heads and got them out of their game.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Brian Anger now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick here, fielded about. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyreek Hill taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Delayed game, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him.
Check, 43. I got it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Yellow. 59. Mike to 59. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mahomes now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Draw play to Sims. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And Anderson's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. A dump off to Sims. And he'll go down at the 28. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man is Anderson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Now the pressure, gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore.